Nation. I'm here with the Steve Currington of Total Ending Concepts. Steve, how long have you and I been knowing each other?
December 15. So it's 4 years coming up on maybe 5. I don't know.
And you've been a great client. We've worked with you for a long, long time. I used to work with your competitor, and I know that wasn't a pleasant experience. But we're now a team. We're working together.
Yep.
And one of the things that you do really, really well is you do not suffer fools.
Correct.
You do not put up with idiots.
Nope.
And through the group interview, you prune the tree. Talk to me about, just kind of think, how many people have you had to fire over the last few years that just, they got a job to work in a call center, but they just couldn't find the courage or the strength needed to make calls?
I can't even count. There's so many. In fact, a guy recently applied for a mortgage, and when he did, he reminded me that I had hired him, and he worked in our call center for like 2 days. And then I didn't even remember his name.
So what kind of excuses do people have in a call center when it comes to not being able to make calls?
Oh, I need some motivation. I was calling this list, and then I wasn't sure if I was supposed to call through the whole thing, or was I supposed to go to a different one? And I have to go to the doctor at 2. But
now,
I just found out, right now.
And what would happen, though, if you didn't do a group interview and fire idiots? I mean, because you're a Lamborghini driving mortgage provider. You guys have locations in multiple states. Are you one of the top revenue-producing mortgage people in Tulsa, you think?
Yeah.
What would happen if you didn't do the group interview and fire idiots?
Then I would have idiots that work for me that I'd have to put up with their crap, even though they suck, because I didn't have someone to replace them.
And what would you say to anybody watching this right now who is going, yeah, I know I need to fire someone, but they're my son or they're my daughter or I'm related to them, and I know they're supposed to do their job, and I know I should fire them, but I just don't. I can't.
I would tell them that go get some Taco Bell hot or fire sauce and mix it in your ramen noodles, because it tastes exactly like poverty, which is where you're going to be bankrupt and in poverty if you keep putting up with idiots, whether it's your son or your daughter or your wife or whoever it is. I personally love my wife, and I fired my wife from my company because I couldn't get things done. She still does a little bit of stuff, but she didn't want to work. I wanted her to work, so the way that she responded to that is she didn't exactly do what I wanted. So sometimes you just have to take the path of I want to be able to provide for my family and have a good business over I don't want to piss off my family or piss off a client.
You've had a lot of realtors reach out to you and mortgage people over the years for advice because they see you driving a Lamborghini, they see the success, they see the house you live in, and they see the numbers, they hear about the numbers, they see you all the time closing deals. So realtors will reach out and go, Steve, what advice do you have? And you'll tell them, well, first off, you got to hold your team accountable, and then they'll say, yeah, but this guy doesn't want to make calls, or this person doesn't want to get reviews. They're a contractor. What kind of excuses do you hear people say to you when it comes to not firing people who will not do their jobs?
I think most people aren't wired to have unpleasant conversations. That's why John Kelly is here with you. He doesn't mind conflict, and a lot of people don't want conflict. So they will avoid having that conversation with someone because they don't want a conflict. And I'm the opposite. I don't care about a conflict. I'll burn the building down. It doesn't really matter to me. So most people, that's their excuse, is that they're they don't have the right time to do it, or they're afraid if they do fire them, it's going to make them mad, or they're afraid, well, what if I do fire them? I won't have somebody to replace them. They have all those reasons. But at the end of the day, if they're not producing, and I just told an agent this today, I said, if they're not producing, and they're not making the calls, and they are a contractor, it's easy. Here's the standard if you work on this team. And if you don't hit the standard, you don't work here. But you're a great person, and we can hang out on weekends, but you can't be on our team. And I think a lot of people think that they have to adjust the way they run their business to meet a certain employee's standards of how they should do it. And they want to ask for advice from them instead of the employee.
So the employee that won't follow the script that you've written that's allowed you to drive a Lamborghini and to build a beautiful home and to have all the success you had, the employee won't follow the script that you've written for them. So therefore, the owner of the business starts to seek advice from the negligent person who won't do their job?
Right, yeah.
Really?
They'll say, hey, we should change the script. And
this happens?
Yeah. The real reason that they want to change the script is because they don't want to make phone calls in the first place. And so we have a rule in our office that the script doesn't change. and you can follow it or not. But if you don't follow it, you won't work here.
What would you say to a listener out there, a viewer who wants to have a Lamborghini? They want to drive a Lamborghini, but they're not willing to fire idiots.
I would say maybe set a lower standard for yourself, and maybe like a Fiat or like a VW, or there's lots of people that drive Chevys. I have a friend who drives a Chevy Corvette. It's not very expensive, and it's actually kind of slow, but it looks cool. He likes it, but it's just a lower standard. You would just say, hey, I'm going to suck, and I'm going to let employees run my business instead of me running my business. So I, as a goal, would really like to have a 2003 used VW Passat that breaks down all the time. And then you
That's my
won't
goal.
be upset that it'll be super easy to make that goal because you could buy that car for $3,000. It'll be easy.
Steve, I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for encouraging our viewers to fire idiots.
Yeah, no problem.